desperation and intent goes, because both these sides want to come away from here with the 3 points, try and give themselves a chance of staying up. A draw or a loss certainly make things measures, more opportunities for both teams. We'll go through both sides. Between the posts, 2 Will Spicer, 3 Christian House, 5 Dalton Bowman, 6 Joseph Dickinson, 9 Aidan Sands, 11 Christian Byard, 15 Adam Short, 18 Zachary Millich, 20 Wonjong Bang, and 90 a very welcome addition, Kenny Cruiser. The assistant coach is returning to the fold. Substitutes the bench: Moembayu, Hyun, Watson, Abuzid and Shelton. But the inclusion of Cruiser, number 90, a massive in for the United team. For Ulverstone, number 1 Sterling Angus, 2 Luke Smith, 3 Sean Pepin, 5 Kane Namoto, 7 Toby Anderson, 8 Zach Voss, 9 Bryce Richardson, 10 Bailey Dixon, 11 Franklin Coby, 16 Luke Klug, 22 Josh O'Connor, and the subs: Hicks, Cox Haynes, Thomas, Turner and Dale. So we're approaching kick-off, not too far away. Rob Soward here at Birch Avenue, bringing you all the action. That wind is freshening from the south-southeast. You see the flags fluttering there in the background, I'm sure, through the camera. Ulverstone all ready to go, still waiting the appearance of the home team. They'll be in their all blue strip, royal blue. Nothing could separate them last time these two sides met, and a bit of water under the bridge since then. We're into the second round of matches now. 10-team competition, the NPL this season. South East United and Ulverstone, the new additions to the existing 8 teams. Very proud and successful club from the northwest coast, Ulverstone, getting it done over many years in various forms and competitions. Knights Road. Crowd's starting to just roll in quietly here. As I said, it hasn't been much of a week in Launceston this week. So folks might be at home watching it on the live stream, although plenty of cars in the car park. A few people in the club rooms I did notice there before on my way around the ground. One of the things I did notice on my way around the ground, and I could say this at any ground, Tasmanian football, great to see so many local businesses supporting the local sports team. So support them where you can. Without their support, we would not have the wonderful local sport that we do. And here at United, certainly no exception, with local businesses out in full force, not just sponsoring, but assisting in a range of capacities, volunteering and other manner. Volunteering at the canteen, a little bit of a line over there at the moment. It's all almost in readiness for the 2:30 kickoff. Launceston United, as I said, not on the ground yet. They're out here warming up before, you may have seen. Ulverstone just completing their warm-up. overstretching on the far side. 4 minutes away from kick-off, so United, I'm sure, will be making an appearance shortly. As with any fixture, the start obviously very, very important today for both teams. It's always, I think, a massive psychological advantage for the away team to score early if they can. Certainly take that home ground advantage out of it a bit where that's possible. And I think too, particularly when there isn't much between these two sides, as I said, fairly evenly matched, that early advantage certainly helps set the tone and makes the opposition chase and do some things to try and pull that goal down. My camera person Georgia here, bringing you all the action today. We were both remarking earlier, we're glad that that bad weather has disappeared, although that breeze, not that you'd feel that through the camera, but certainly a cool one here today. We're not in t-shirts and shorts, that's for sure. Plenty of breeze in the nearby trees there. You can see the North Esk River bordering this ground. Teams lined up ready to enter the field. I did mention earlier Launceston United in their traditional royal blue strip with the stripes. Ulverstone in their away strip today. Ground in not too bad shape. I did walk the ground earlier and you can sort of see a few little patches where the mower has struggled, but despite the rain we've had, I reckon this week in Launceston, we probably wouldn't have got much change out of 40 mil of rain, 35 mil of rain. The ground in not too bad condition, which is pretty impressive too, given the rain we had the week before as well. Last Saturday was torrential, resulting in the game here being postponed. All almost in readiness. As I said, that fairly strong breeze favouring the left-hand side of screen. I think that's going to be the side that Launceston United is running to. All almost in readiness. As I said, the most important fixture of the year so far for these two teams. 3 points going a long way to assisting that opportunity to stay up in the top flight for next season. Ulverstone running to the left of your screen with the advantage of that breeze. And United will have a kick-off. All in readiness, waiting on the ref, looking at his whistle, and away we go here at Kemlick Park. United with the first attack. Early control, very important, and there's Getty Cruiser with an early touch. Bayard sends it in. Well set up behind the ball there, Pepin. Touchline might win, nicely kept in by Anderson. Ball rolls Rolls out off a United foot. Throw right in front of us here. O'Connor inboard to Pepin. Changes the angle, sends it wide. Voss receives it from Smith. Deflection. Throw to the side from the northwest coast. Ulverstone with an opportunity. Smith goes inboard, but a wall of blue at the back. Back to halfway. Swing and a miss. Dangerous. Deflection. United with the throw. Nice throw there from Bayard, who's been busy early. Sands can't trap it. Player pushed out. And the skipper at the back there, Klug, distributes it out to Voss. Kobe can't control it. United with the takeaway. Cruiser was involved there early. As I said, he's going to be very important to the outcome today. I've seen him score some ripping goals last season down at Windsor Park for Riverside Olympic in a couple of key fixtures for them, but coming over to Birch Avenue this season in an assistant coach capacity. It might be the first corner of the game. No, deflection off the United player. It'll be an Ulverstone ball. Sun shining here in Launceston. Fairly fierce wind favouring the visitors for the first half. It does take a while to get used to a breeze of this strength, just in terms of placement of the ball and timing of the shots particularly. We do see when a side has the breeze, the temptation to blast away can cause a rush of blood, meaning that more shots head over the crossbar than into the back of the onion bag. And both sides certainly will not want that to happen today. They'll want everything to end up in the back of their opponent's net, I'm sure. Voss again, he's been busy. Young Zach Voss back inboard to Pepin. Seen a bit of him early as well. Gets it back. Trying to stretch United and find a bit of width. It's missed the target, and that'll be a throw to the team in blue. Quickly taken. And nicely done there. Milic was involved. Opportunity. Sent over the sideline by a desperate Ulverstone defence. Ulverstone want to keep that in. They want to concede a corner. Nicely done. Dispossessed opportunity here. I think that will be. No. United can't believe it. They thought that was a corner. Referee quickly waving that one away. And Ulverstone away down the far side. Voss takes them on. Is blasted out by the United defence. See Ulverstone looking to spread the ball where they can, playing that clubroom side touch line as their preferred side of attack. so far. Voss with a nice long throw. Some blue shirts there. Dickinson was involved. Push there. Ulverstone ball. See what they've been working on in the training paddock. Opportunity here for the visitors. They send it in, sits up nicely, deflection. Will be a corner. Nodded away on that occasion by the tall United defence. The man they were looking for, Luke Klug, certainly plenty of height. I'm sure he will be someone who figures in this corner. Tallest player in the box there for Ulverstone at the moment. Just waiting for that ball to come back. Plenty of blue shirts there on the goal line. How they attack this will be interesting, because the way that breeze is, he'll probably want to sit it out here a little bit and let the wind do its work. He does just that. Nodded, deflection, blasted out off the line. Cruiser just belts it forward to halfway. Won't stay in, I don't reckon. Nicely done. Great work there. That was Christian House. Worked really hard there to win the ball for his team. When it looked like Kobe would take possession. See that breeze effect on that throw. Nice run there from Sands. Goal kick. Both sides working their way into this one. As I said, such a crucial fixture for both teams. Ulverstone again down that far side. That's the side of preference. And launching their attacks. Little short one there. Opportunity. Kobe deflection. Opportunity here. Oh, can't quite get enough on it. Oh, Toby Anderson wouldn't mind his time again there. Just couldn't get enough weight on that ball. And United easily moving it out. And they'll take a throw just on halfway. Nearly 10 minutes travelled here at Chemlake Park. Rob Soward bringing you all the action in the NPL match of the round. Launceston United hosting Ulverstone. 9th versus 10th. Both sides desperate for that 3 points. Opportunity here. Cruiser just half a pass heavy on that one. He was in the right spot though, Getty. He knows where the ball is. Certainly knows where the goals are. Clever from Anderson. United win it. Courage from House. House is asking the question, and probably fair enough. He's not sure what that's for. Referee waves the query away. The moto involved a couple of times there. Nicely done across the back. That was bang. Here it comes. Opportunity for Anderson. Will it sit? It does. Anderson upended. Referee says play on. Oh. And they've picked the effects mic out. It's all happening here at Chemlake Park. Don't worry. Georgia and I safe up here in the commentary box, though. We're not wearing any of that. We did cop one here one day. Different camera person and I. He was okay. But danger money required. Nodded down nicely there. Cruiser had his shirt pulled. Referee says play on. House. Oh, opportunity here for United on the counter. Ball comes in deflection. Nodded out by Richardson. Still a United opportunity here. Sands turns, shoots, deflection. Pepin just belts it out of there. Kobe infringed on. Referee said play on. Nice stepping there from Dickinson through the Ulverstone defence. As you go, dangerous, deflection and corner. Nice work there from Short. Happy to carry the ball forward and won his team a corner. Getty Cruiser walking over to that far post. Every Ulverstone shirt bar 2 and the keeper in the box at the moment. Certainly won't want to be conceding here. Cruiser swings it in. Knotted up. It sits house. Opportunity there. Just couldn't quite get enough on it. Could Bayard. And nicely taken, safely taken by the custodian Sterling Angus. Studs raise play on the call. Cruiser sends it out wide. Dangerous. Short again. He's been busy in the last couple of minutes. Sands got himself into the right spot but just couldn't quite get enough of a swing on that one. Just pushed it wide of the post. Pepin asking the question of the referee there why that wasn't potentially a free kick. Thought that the boot was high. May well have been the case, but no damage done, which was good. Pepin on the ball. Sits it up. Opportunity. Bang. Bangs it out of there. Anderson lost his feet. He was trying to make his run through. United steady. Dickinson sends it wide. Bowman. Haven't called him a lot early. Important player here at United. Oh, that's a dangerous ball, loose ball. Opportunity here, Kobe leading the race. Gets round the keeper, brought down. What's going to happen? That's a penalty. Keeper might find himself in trouble here potentially. We'll see what happens. Referee walking over to him. Wow. The first of potentially many momentous happenings today. Just approaching the 15th minute. And it'll be Toby Anderson taking the penalty. Crowd watching on. Scores! Ulverstone 1-0. Just the start the visitors wanted. And United now with it all to do. Very quick ball movement caused that United defence some trouble. And the keeper upending Kobe on the attack. Referee no hesitation in pointing to the spot and certainly no confusion about that one. Anderson calmly puts it into the back of the net to open the scoring for the visitors. What have United got up their sleeve? Dickinson looking for Cruiser, intercepted. It was Smith. He's been busy early. Opportunity here for Anderson again. The goal scorer, not quite in the right position to run onto that one. Goes over Klug's head. Richardson goes to blast it. Deflection. Collected by Namoto. Working a bit hard. Ulverstone a bit more motivated now. Oh, nice ball through there. Just didn't quite connect. That could have been dangerous. That could have been 2-0, which would have been disastrous for the home side. Just didn't quite connect there with Luke Smith. Richardson lays it off to Anderson. Dixon working hard. Clever ball. Anderson's his target. Bang. Bang. Clever. Plays it back. Oh, just doesn't quite work for Byard there. That'll be a throw. Dangerous part of the ground. Franklin Kobe on the throw. Nice throw with that breeze. Anderson involved. All United, though, very well set up there behind the footy. Richardson changes the angle, sends it out wide. Vossi's target. Voss plays it back through the middle, Dixon. Nice little run from Bryce Dixon. Lots of blue shirts in front of him. He's got Namoto working pretty hard for him. That's clever running there from House. Shirt pulled. Speed from House. Nicely done. Nice run. Christian House goes to square it up. Does. Opportunity. Doesn't quite sit. Beautiful work from the number 3 there, Christian House. Taking them on. Just couldn't quite find that last pass, though. Really nice run there from House. Is that enough to inspire United to get them going? Ulverstone just slow it down. Richardson. Got O'Connor. Gives it back to Namoto. Back to Richardson. They're just taking the sting out of it a little bit here, Ulverstone. I'm sure House won't mind. He's got an opportunity to suck in the big ones. He was cooked after that run. It was a great run too. Beating defenders all the way into the box. Ulverstone just trying to stretch them out a bit here. Worked really well last time when they created that goal. Changing the angles. Back to Angus. Angus to Richardson. Back to Angus. Smith. Just knocking it around a bit. Klug, the skipper. Sends it out wide. Boss. Back to Klug. Back to Angus. Just playing possession football here at the moment. The visitors. Cruiser nicely intercepted. Smith holds him up. Dickinson on the spot though for the home team. Smith gets a boot on that, and United stayed in. I thought they was heading out that one. Pepin. House. He's recovered after that terrific run. Coby dispossesses him. The number 11's doing battle there by getting the points on that one. Back to the keeper. If you've just joined us, Rob Soward here at Kemlake Park, Birch Avenue, bringing you all the action. Launceston United v Ulverstone. If you're an Ulverstone fan, you're going to be pretty impressed to find out that you're up 1-0 through the agency of Toby Anderson, a 15th-minute penalty after Kobe was brought down by the United keeper Lachlan Cook. And Anderson making no mistake from the spot, giving the visitors the advantage. And one hand on that 3 points. Opportunity here for Smith. Goal. It's nicely done there defence-wise. Second opportunity here for Anderson. Anderson upended. Slipped at the crucial time. On the counter, Sands Lays it off. Speedy House. We saw what he did last time. House goes to cut inside. Now outside. Using that pace. Sends it in. Oh, dangerous. Oh, very dangerous. Namoto diffusing that one. Kobai here against Bang. Touchline wins out. Well, end-to-end stuff here at the moment. Both sides pressing. United looking for that equaliser. Ulverstone looking to extend their lead. On the attack now, Kobai. United well set up there at the back. Bowman lays it off to House. Been terrific so far. Pretty obvious that one against Milic, I would think. In Australian rules parlance, that would have been a push in the back. Free kick. Certainly no different here in the world game. Can't do that. Voss sits it up. Dangerous. Swinging boot there. Nodded down. Anderson, little back heel, hoping to find a teammate. Cruiser. House pushed over. That's a foul. Always a foul. Namoto arguing his case. But pretty obvious. Refereeing 101 that one. Ref doing a good job so far today. They do a wonderful job, our refs. Very fortunate here in Tasmania to have a very good standard of refereeing. Well respected by the football community for the hard work they do. Big thank you to our refs and our lines people, making our competition fantastic. Bang with the free kick. I think that's where he was going to send it, but he changed his mind. He sent it out wide. Bowman comes inboard. House lays it off. Milic pulls the trigger, but fortunately for the Knights, he's off target, well and truly off target. His radar had got a flat battery, I think, on that one. But in fairness to Milic, the breeze certainly impacting that. It went higher than it went distance-wise. .25 minutes gone here in the match of the round. Rob Soward at Kemlick Park, Birch Avenue. Ulverstone 1, Launceston United 0 so far. 25 minutes gone in this first half. Ulverstone certainly having better of the opportunities, although some really green shoot play from United. Another opportunity here. The box, dangerous position. That'll be a corner. So see what they can do with this. Sometimes an advantage, I think, when you're running into the breeze, particularly with a corner and that ball sitting up a little bit more. It can hurry on a bit at the other end. We did see that with an earlier Ulverstone one. So that sits up nicely. Dangerous. Into the back of the net. That would be 1-1. It looked like Spicer. And just as we said, that ball just sits up in the breeze and it makes it really hard to defend. And the skipper finding the back of the net on that occasion. We are all square here at Kemlick Park. Launceston United 1, Ulverstone 1. Pepin, deep ball, chopped off across the back there by Bayard. Ulverstone player a little frustrated there. safely through to Cook. In the all-black strip today, the United custodian. You can see that breeze and how that impacts. It just sat up there. House, Cruiser, Klug. Dixon upended. Asking the question of the referee. Referee just saying play on. That's Voss. Cruiser got hold of him and dispossesses him. Getty Cruiser brought down. That's going to be a penalty. Well, action aplenty here at Kemlek Park. Just approaching the half hour. Getty Cruiser upended. And the referee, no hesitation, pointing to the spot. As it currently stands, Launceston United 1, Ulverstone 1. So will this be 2 goals inside 5 minutes for the home team? They've got plenty of fans over there that are hoping that that will be the case. What Sterling Angus got up his sleeve here, as he's got the hopes of Ulverstone on his back. Getty Cruiser, usually pretty good in this situation. Away we go. Advantage. No. Advantage. Advantage United. Oh, it's all happening. Penalty hits the crossbar, bounces on the line, pushed away, but banged into the back of the net. United up 2-1. What a 5 minutes for the home side. Down 1-0. Square it up at 1-1. Now 2-1 up. Just on the half hour. Ulverstone now chasing. And in fairness, United rewarded for that nice little patch of hard work of the last few moments. Another opportunity. Short down that far side. Just sits for Angus, who gathers that up. I think Bang was that goal scorer off the rebound. This is a recap. We had the penalty taken by Cruiser, hit the crossbar, bounced out, but Bang put it into the back of the net for the home team. Two goals in 5 minutes to the home side, leading 2-1 as we just tick over the half hour here at Birch Avenue, Kemlek Park. Sun shining in Launceston, strong south-southeasterly breeze. Certainly impacted that first goal for United. The corner sitting up nicely there for Spicer to weave his magic. Opportunity here, and that shows you what the breeze, advantage of the breeze does. It can be a bit easy to get carried away with that and just belt it long, not realising that it's going to get carried those extra couple of metres as it was on that occasion, and certainly not causing Lachlan Cook any problems. Nodded on by Dickinson, I should say. Got a Dixon and a Dickinson. I've got to make sure I get the right one. Gathered well there by the goal scorer, Spicer. Richardson at the back, been good so far. Back to Angus. Oh, missed kick there from Angus. That's a dangerous spot. Short. Been good so far. House. He's been good so far too. Pepin upended and pretty obvious free kick there against Short. No doubt about that one. Angus blasts it out, 2/3 of the way up the field with that breeze behind him. Anderson, the goal scorer, nicely done. Ball will sit here. Goes goalwards and what a save! Oh, what a save from Lachlan Cook. That had a kitchen sink behind it. Namoto pulled the trigger and Cook up to the task. Namoto with a corner. Well, that's dangerous. Anderson dramatic through the air there, not touched by anyone. Corner now on the other side, Namoto will take that. Well, you've been looking for a bit of action, you're in the right spot. Heck of a battle. Great effort from both squads. Namoto sends it in the other way. Anderson leaps, nods it over the top, always over the top. That one couldn't keep it down. 33 minutes gone. First half here at Birch Avenue. Rob Soward bringing you the match of the day. Georgia bringing you the images. And we've had a hectic few minutes. Ulverstone with an early one from a penalty, giving them the 1-0 advantage. Then a quick score from Will Spicer. And then a penalty to Getty Cruiser that was missed, rebounded off the woodwork. And Hui Yong Bang getting the advantage for the home team. They're away again here now. Dangerous ball in the Cruiser direction. Blasted out by Klug. Trying to clear the danger. Dixon upended, asked the question. Referee says, yep, that's going to be a free kick to you, son. Peel in the affirmative there. From the number 10, Bailey Dixon. Quite rightly, he was upended. So, pretty fair decision. Anderson. Nice little run from Anderson. Play on's the call. Keeps his feet, gets his feet. Upended again by Short. Referee says this time is infringed against and will blow the whistle. I've noticed the spray paint seems to be a thing not in the game anymore for free kicks. Haven't seen it this season where they mark the spot. Have to find out about that one. Dixon. Dangerous spot, particularly with that bruise behind him. Bailey Dixon from range. Sits it up. Nice length. Towed in. Referee looking at his linesman. That'll be a keeper's ball, I think you will find. And it is. 35 minutes gone. Rob Soward bring you the action from the match of the round here at Birch Avenue, Kemlek Park. And it's the home team at the moment, 2. The visitors, Ulverstone, 1. Entertaining first half so far. Couple of penalties. One successful, one not, but the rebound proving the difference in that margin. United on the attack again. House, good early, upended. It was on the ball, I thought. House disagreed. Looked like ball from here. Ulverstone just trying to maintain possession, but good pressure there. That was beautifully done from Aidan Sands. Takes it quickly. Cruiser. Richardson just belts it out of there. I'll say one for the numerologist there. That went from 9 to 90 back to 9. Sure there's something in that. Deflection. You heard that through the effects mic, I'm sure. Cruiser sits it up. Richardson. Sands dangerous. He's going to run out of real estate, I reckon. Brought down. Ref says play on. Tackle on the ball. Will be a corner though, I'd suspect. Tackles on the ball. I don't think there was any suggestion of otherwise. And this is dangerous, as we said before. Those corner balls just sit up in this breeze here, which makes them very hard to defend. And it certainly proved the case last time, and Will Spicer equalised. What's this one bring? Dangerous. Keepers down. Players down everywhere. That was like a game of Skittles. Ulverstone feeling perhaps that that could have been a free kick to them. Some raised elbows was the query, and referee speaking with the skipper, clarifying that for the number 16, Luke Klug. Richardson running it out for the visitors, finds Coby. Smith, Coby gets it back, sends it out to Voss. Voss sits it up. Breeze and the bounce will carry that one out over the end line for a goal kick. Approaching the 40th minute here at Birch Avenue. Launceston United 2. Goals through Will Spicer and Huan Yung Bang. Ulverstone 1, Toby Anderson from the spot in the 15th minute, opening the scoring for the visitors. But they're now chasing an equaliser as we're heading into the shadows of half-time. It looked like that came off Smith's hand. The referee said play on. Ball bobbling around there. I thought it hit Smith's hand on the way through, but not the case. Fair away from the action here where we are. Lachlan Cook taking every second of available time to position this for his goal kick. I'd be pretty happy, United, I reckon, to hear that half-time whistle in a short while. Looks for House, sits for Cruiser, who finds House. House has got a bit of a mission. He'll run out of real estate here, I reckon. He's dispossessed. That's really nicely done by the Ulverstone defence. Upended was Josh O'Connor. Impressive bit of work there from O'Connor. Winning that ball off House, who's been a dynamo for the team in blue in this first half. Certainly a couple of great runs from him down this near touchline. Beautifully captured by our camera person Georgia there, bringing you all the action. Laid off here, Coby. Just heavy. That's heavy, although nice run. It runs out of real estate. Just a little heavy with his knock through there. Again, they've got to come to grips with this breeze and the way that that ball carries on. The ground's obviously been wet. It's dried out a fair bit with the sun and the wind on it today. But that ball will still skid. It's just about a game of touch, isn't it? You've just got to get that touch right, that last ball right, that last touch right to give yourself the best opportunity of doing something constructive with it. Advantage Launceston United at the moment. That's lazy attacking there. Sands probably wouldn't mind his time again. Pretty obvious foul on his opposite number 9 there, Richardson. Again, an old-fashioned push in the back. Crowd building over on that far side. I can see a few red shirts in there from the visitors watching the action in the sunshine. Beautiful sunshine over there. They'd be out of that breeze that is blowing here at the moment. The wind has probably eased back just a fraction. Desperation there, United. Desperation saves the day. Voss, nice little feint there to run back onto that. Got rid of his opponent. Smith nods it on, only as far as Bowman. Cruiser, back to Sands, back to Bowman. Turned over Pepin. He's going back down that same channel. Runs into some blue shirts, which isn't what he wanted. Knocked on there cleverly by Dixon. Cobo keeps it in, squares it up. All blue shirts at the back. Smith half a step too slow getting there. Not his fault. He was impeded, had blue shirts in front of him. That's a foul any day of the week. That's again lazy from Milic. Hands in the numbers there. You can't argue with that one. You don't want to be committing those sorts of fouls there. It's Kanemoto who forced an excellent save. It would have given him the equaliser. Lachlan Cook desperately airborne, pushing it wide of the posts and keeping the visitors at bay. Namoto from distance. What's he got up his sleeve? Is this something that they've been practising on the training park at Knights Road? We'll see. Sits it up. Right. Dixon can't connect and it just sails harmlessly over the end line. Almost approaching the end of regulation time. A couple of minutes added on, I'd suspect, allowing for the goals and other things. A couple of little stoppages. So I'm sure we'll have a few extra moments added on. Well, sits up high, nodded down. United, I'm sure, would be very happy just to maintain possession and head in, holding this advantage. Whereas Ulverstone would be desperate to square it up. Restart again, all square. The significance of this game I did outline right at the start. 9th versus 10th. 3 points here could help set up saving a season and avoiding relegation. A loss could certainly spell doom, notwithstanding a few rounds left to play. Last time these two teams met, they split the points up at Knights Road, point each. And that is the only point either of them have at round 11 of the season. Bang. Looks for House. Nice throw there from Bayard. House sits it up. Sands leading the race. Goes to square it up. Can't control it. That'll be a goal kick. Anderson wants it long. Time's starting to count against them here in this first half. We're into time added on at the moment. Angus sits it up. Anderson upended. There's a push. I don't think you can argue with that one. Zach Milic. Pretty obvious, I would have thought. Taken quickly by Pepin. Finds Voss on the far side. It's the channel they like to attack down. Cobra can't get something on it. That ball had too much on it. Sent out wide. Smith giving chase. Nicely done. That was Short. He's had a good first half out there. Alex Short. Done a few good things. Bowman with the throw. He's got all day. He's just taking his time. Nods it into Dickinson. Bowman nods it on. Smith for Ulverstone. Finds Dixon, not Dickinson. Dickinson and Dixon in the same sentence there. It's belted out over the sideline by the goal scorer, the skipper Spicer. Referee looking at his watch. There'll be too much added on time left to go. We've played a couple of minutes already. Dixon dispossessed. Deflection. That might go for a corner. No. Keeper's ball. Taking his time. Sits it up in the breeze. The United ball. And that'll be half time. So as we go in for the break, great half for United. Just recapping the action. Toby Anderson taking a shot from the spot after Coby was brought down in the box by Cook, giving Ulverstone the advantage. And we got to the 25th minute and a really nice free kick sat up in the breeze. Will Spicer on that far side found the back of the net to square it up at 1-1. And then a short time later, Getty Cruiser infringed upon by Sterling Angus, brought down in the box. The resultant penalty hit the crossbar, bounced out, and after a bit of a scramble, Hwan Hyung Bang found the back of the net, making it 2-1 to Launceston United. So as we hit half-time, it's Launceston United 2, Ulverstone 1. Rob Soward at Birch Avenue, Chemlec Park. I'll be back with you shortly after our short half-time break.
We've made some new hires. Ooh.
Introducing Macca's Korean Barbecue Dunk Range.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
45 minutes or thereabouts of the most important football for both of these sides of the year so far. Rob Soward bringing you all the action from Birch Avenue here at Kemlick Park. Got the amazing Georgia bringing you the terrific images you're seeing here. Sun shining in Launceston. The good thing is the temperature doesn't carry through the camera, which you'll probably be thankful for. That southeasterly breeze is a cold one, I can tell you that right now. But great to see the sun shining here after what's been a fairly damp week in Launceston. Ground in good shape despite that. Certainly hasn't caused any problems so far. And we come back after the break. Just a reminder of that score: Launceston United 2, Ulverstone 1. The battle between 9th and 10th. And as we've said a couple of times, just to set the scene for you, the viewers, we know that there is a relegation situation this season in the Premier League. And both of these sides certainly would be very, very keen to avoid that scenario. 3 points here today can assist in that journey. United running to the left of your screen now with that advantage of that strong breeze. That said, the breeze was certainly a factor in that corner that led to the United goal with the ball just sitting up. So sometimes the breeze at your back can be not the advantage you might think, as it causes the ball to hurry a little bit through the air. And then obviously off the still drying turf after the rain we've had during the week. We've probably had somewhere in the order of 30-35 mil of rain over the course of the week. I think from memory, a couple of 10s and 12s consecutively there, and a 5 and a 6 here and there. Certainly been a wet week in Launceston. Opportunity here for Sands, leads the race for United. This will be just the start they want. Crosses the ball in, but Klug, ever reliable, just belts it out, finds Dixon. United just spreading the ball. Smith couldn't control it. Busy on that far side in that first half was the number 2, Luke Smith. United throw. Deflection off Cruiser. Bowman up the touchline, can't keep it in, unfortunately. And that'll be Voss's ball for Ulverstone. The visitors running to the right of screen. Dixon traps it. Dixon and Dickinson. Don't see that every day of the week. Anderson sends it through to Coboy. Coboy is going to run out of real estate. Beautifully dispossessed there by Bang, only as far as Smith. Gives it back to Coboy. Gets through, brought down. Referee says play on. Looked like it was on the ball. Ulverstone not happy with the decision. Voss with the throw. Ulverstone pressing, looking for that equaliser. Knotted down by Short. Dickinson lays it off for Bowman. Does enough to get around Coboy. Smith takes it off him. Dixon dispossesses him. Cruiser just blasts it forward. Ball on the far side now. It's definitely been the preferred side to attack from on that far side there. Nice to have it over this side of the ground for a moment or two. A bit closer to the action. House, he was terrific in the first half. He's found Cruiser in the middle. Long ball. Dangerous ball, just off target. Great idea. You could see the keeper was off his line. Player down there on the far side. Bit of a collision, I think. Stoppage in play here while the trainer heads over and has a look at that player down in back play. Didn't see what happened there. A bit of a collision off the ball, I think. Hopefully all is okay. Sean Pepin just copped a bit of a knock. It's going to be okay. You always know when no need for the magic spray. Everything's okay. Anderson at the back there for Ulverstone. Dixon, ball in the centre of the ground, finds Voss. That's off the side of the boot. Couldn't keep that one in. Zach Voss, and that'll be a throw. Dalton Bowman just in front of us here. Nodded on by Sands. Just belted out by collected the car on the way out of the car park. Get a bonus point for that. No damage done to the car or the ball, so luck's a fortune there. Dalton Bowman waiting for a replacement to be found so he can throw the ball in and resume play. Replacement found. Sends it in. Cruiser lays it off, gets it back. Sends it, clever ball. House, shortest player in the box. Yeah, referee's found a free kick there. It's pretty obvious, that one. Shorter player pushing off there and offending. Referee awards a free kick to Ulverstone. That's careless there from Voss. Couldn't control that. Dangerous place to turn the ball over. Bowman with the throw. United pressing. You get the feeling a third goal here could be a bridge too far for the visitors. Smith sends a mission for Anderson. Here we go. Can he keep it in? Does. Nicely done. Sends it goalwards. Needs someone on the end of it. Oh, player upended there. Slipped over, I think. Luck's a fortune, though, for United. K. Namoto was right on the spot there. Half a step later, and that could have been in the back of the net and squared it up. So, nice work down this near touchline by the goal scorer, Toby Anderson. Keeping the ball in, which was a result of some hard work. Klug asking the question there. I thought that was a harsh decision, but I did see some hands in the numbers, so always hard to argue that one. Pretty obvious foul, I would have thought. Ball at the foot of Getty Cruiser. They will send it into a dangerous position, I would think. Cruiser sits it up. Nodded on. Spicer did very well there, sending that to a good spot. Just didn't trouble the keeper with the power though. Voss. Blasted out by Spicer. Ulverstone ball, Voss. Deflection off Dixon. Coby doesn't sit for him. Cruiser clears it out. Richardson at the back for Ulverstone. Misses Anderson. Picked up across the back half there. That was Byard on the run. Ooh, nice pacey battle there and beautifully done by House. Interfered with. Umpire's referee says no. Bypasses Smith. Short. Lays it off to Bowman. Playing the width of the field here at the moment, United. Good tactic to try and open Ulverstone up. Dixon around Dickinson. Nutmegs him. Runs into a blue wall though. Spicer just belts it out. Cruiser lays it off. Short. Short and Smith. Ulverstone on this occasion. Smith gets the points there. Be a throw to Voss. Ulverstone trying to create something. Coby held on to. Bowman's got his arm round him. Coby slips over. Deflection. It'll be a United ball. Oh, yes, it will be. Bowman with the throw. Nodded on by House. Short. Short and Voss. That's a good battle. Dangerous spot. Pepin just blasts it. That'll bounce out, I reckon. Corner. So, dangerous position here. Ticked over 10 minutes in this second half. No addition to that halftime score. 2-1. Launceston United's favour, although Getty Cruiser will be doing everything he can to change that. Surveys the situation, arms up, strikes it, sends it in. Bounces around, all over the crossbar. Couldn't quite keep that one down. The goal scorer, Spicer. That may have been House, actually. My mistake. He's had a great game, House, using that pace very, very well. It was House, indeed. Similar build, but a little bit of difference in height. House in there again. Wins possession. Deflection off Richardson. Pepin. Dangerous spot. They need to get it out of here. Cruiser. Cruiser! That's 3-1! Oh, you can't turn it over there. Getty Cruiser's going to punish you every day of the week. So as we've just ticked over 55 minutes, Launceston United extend the lead, 3-1. Well, that's just what happens when you overhandle the ball. I say use handle in the broad context there, obviously. It's football, but overuse the ball in that part of the ground. You run the risk of turning the ball over, and that's exactly what happened. And Getty Cruiser right on the spot. And if you had to pick a player out here today that you'd want to turn the ball over to in that part of the field, he would be the last person on your list. Highly skilled player, and he does what highly skilled players do, and he makes you pay. Short now on a run. Well, nice tackle there. Beautifully done, Voss. Dixon gets around Dickinson. Sends it inboard. Too heavy. Coby tries to win it back. Bangs on the spot there. Dixon goes again. Bang on Dixon. Coby knocks it in. Bowman changes the angle, sends it out wide. Byard sends it long. Richardson wins it in the air. Cruiser, the goal scorer. He's got Namoto on his hammer. Cruiser gets around in beautiful skill. Passes to no one. Sends Namoto away, actually. Ball just sat up for him. Namoto pushed over. Referee says play on. House. Lays it off. Sands turns. He's got a open field in front of him. Players inside. Lays it off. Could be 4. Scramble. No. Keeper gets it. Bit of a push and shove here. Sterling Angus not happy with the treatment he received there in that battle for that ball. Quickly dissipates though. Just expressing his frustration there. Thought he was unfairly dealt with when he was laying on the ground. Just checking to see if there's not a card there. Referee speaking earnestly there with both individuals. Spicer and Klug just laying the law down to both captains. And a good, open, spite-free game, and I'm sure that's what he was reminding them of. Certainly played in good spirits, no doubt about that. Substitutions at the ready. Pierre Abouzid and Jae Hyun ready to come on. And House and Bowman making way. Anderson trying to create something here for the visitors. Long ball there for Hyun. Just on the ground 30 seconds and they're looking for him already. Abouzid knocks it down, heavy collision there. Referee says that's a foul and that will be a United ball. Rob Soward here bringing you all the action. Match of the week. Birch Avenue, Kemlek Park. Camera person Georgia bringing you all the images. Nice clear dry day here in Launceston, albeit a bit windy. Cruiser down that far touch line. Tries to cut back inside, deflection. It'll be a corner. Launceston United will be pretty happy with that. Headed into the sheds 2-1 to the good at half time. And Giddy Cruiser adding the third at the 55th minute. Getting on the score sheet with Will Spicer and Wan Hyong Bang for United. Ball sits. Ulverstone trying to just get it out of there. Bang, the goal scorer involved. Sends it out. Sands just blasted out over the sideline by Richardson. And for Ulverstone, Toby Anderson opened the scoring. They actually had a 1-0 lead in the first half hour or so. Until 2 quick goals from United got them back to the good. And then, as I said, this half, Cruiser making it 3. United on the attack. They can smell blood. Nodded on there by House. Belted out by Dixon. Abouzid just come onto the ground. Anderson, that's going to sit for him. Spicer just blasted out of there. Substitution on the sideline here, ready to go for the visitors. Number 4, Daniel Hicks, and number 6, Cedric Cox Haynes. And making way for them, Bryce Richardson. He's worked really hard, Richardson, in that first half. Good effort from him. And Kanemoto making way there for Cedric Cox-Haynes. Searching for something here at Ulverstone, one of their rare attacking forays this half. Long throw, higher than it goes further, just about. Anderson from range, certainly plenty of power, just couldn't keep it down. Approaching the 65th minute, and this is where the clock is going to start not being the friend of the visitors. Huon on a bit of a mission. Fresh legs. What can he do? Deflection. Oh, almost sits there for Sands. Dickinson thought he was going to pull the trigger, lays it off. Oh, long range work there from Milic. He's almost sent that one into the rail yard. Certainly got some herbs on that. Ball sailing out of the ground. So they're in a position now, Ulverstone, where the time clock as well as United working against them. Still plenty of time, no doubt about that. But 65 minutes played. Smith trying to keep it in. Nicely done. Voss. Cox-Haynes. Dickinson wins it back. Huon. There's fresh legs. Back post the call. Smith gets a timely boot in there. Beautifully done. Luke Smith diffuses that attack. Huon just looked dangerous. Ball at foot. Call was on for it to head to the back post. But Smith had other ideas. Abuzid with the throw, the number 17. Through the legs. Blasted out of there. Milic wins it back. Nicely done. Good strength. He win a free kick there. Didn't like the way he was dealt with there from Dixon. Cox-Haynes. Arguing his case there, Zach Milic. Cruiser. Just that dangerous distance. Getty Cruiser. And Windsor's right back. So what's he going to do? He's going to send it. Blast it into the wall. Kobe wins the race and gets the ball back. That's nicely done. Cox-Haynes, fresh legs on the far side. Give it back to Kobe, and Christian Byard happy to see it out over the sideline. Battles on. Cowboy's going to send it into the mixer. What do we got here? Dixon lays it off. Pepin sends it in. Dangerous spot. Cowboy trying to do some magic there in that far corner. And that's just harmlessly blasted out there by Christian Byard. Chewing up more time. Approaching the 70th minute. Ulverstone are going to need to find something here soon to make this last 20 minutes something That creates that bit of doubt in the mind of United. At the moment, United well in control. Dixon upended by Abu Eid. Free kick. Opportunity here. Cox Haynes standing over it. Voss, that is, I should say, number 8. Cox Haynes, number 6. He's actually in the box. See where Voss sends this and see what they've got on the end of it. Ball comes in, dangerous ball. Players running at it. Anderson gets something on it. Cox Haynes from range. Not quite. Hyun. Ball at foot, gets it out of there. Got Smith to beat, gets around him. Nicely done. Oh, that's a dangerous deflection. Luck's a fortune, though, for Ulverstone. They win that possession back, and Angus at the back sends it long. Coby misses it. Anderson. Coby pokes it forward, just a bit too much, though. And safely picked up by Lachlan Cook. The United custodian, he knows he's just got to keep a clean sheet for another 20 minutes. And his side will have a very, very valuable 3 points. Hyun got Smith to beat, gets around him, luckily. Nice run, sends it deflection. Milic on the spot. Milic and Klug, that's a nice battle out there, the two big fellas. Sent inboard, laid off. Opportunity here for Bayard. Forces the save. Pepin just blasts that out. Abu Eid keeps it in. He's going to send this in. And that's a brave bit of work there from Dixon, who copped the full force of that one. You'll know all about that tomorrow, I reckon. He got his body in just the right spot, because that was a dangerous situation there. Abu Eid getting a fair bit on that. And that could have ended up causing the keeper a bit of strife. Dixon, nice run. Tries to get around Cruiser but can't. Cruiser wins it back. Abu Eid. Now, Cruiser on the ground here. I'm not sure what happened there. That was way off the ball. Referee's going to have a good look at this, I think. You might see a card here in a minute, I think. Don't like to precipitate what the referee will do, but ball was nowhere near there. No. Referee just letting things go on. And be pretty safe in saying that Getty Cruiser didn't get stung by a bee or a mosquito or something then. He had a collision with someone off the ball. Referee just pushes play on. Voss blasted up there. Just bobbling around. Hyun. Now that's a dangerous ball. What can he do here, the magician? Step over, sends it in. Just needs someone on the end of it. Cruiser just half a step too late. Deflection. It was short. Ball set up again. Dangerous position. And Angus tips it over the bar for a corner. That's just an example, too, of that tricks that Breeze can play. That was an example of where that ball just came onto him, got a bit bigger than he thought in the air. Certainly looked like it was well in control. So, certainly not a good day to be a goalkeeper. We saw that at the other end when the ball sat up and Spicer put it into the back of the net to open the scoring for the home team. Cruiser searching for a fourth. Back post Spicer, couldn't get anything on it. Goal kick. So we've ticked over 70 minutes, approaching 72. Here at Birch Avenue, Chemlake Park. Rob Soward bringing you all the action for the match of the round. And at the moment, if you're a Launceston United fan, you'd be smiling. because you hold the advantage 3-1 over the visitors Ulverstone, who are pressing, searching. Cox Haynes has earned the eye of the referee there. A free kick to Spicer. Substitution about to happen. Coby coming off. Zach Thomas coming on. Long ball there. No problems at all for Sterling Angus. In the green, rounds it up. He's going to send it back with a bit of interest, although sits up in that breeze that's just gusted up again. Cox Haynes in there trying to win possession. Thought they'd play a slip there, but a boot found him. Alex Short, was it? No, Zach Milic. Getty Cruiser with another free kick. From a dangerous position. You can see a nice crowd there, enjoying the late afternoon sun out of the breeze here at Kemlake Park. Cruiser sends it in. Now, there is going to be a card here. Collision there between Wan Heong Bang and Sterling Angus, the keeper. Angus is still down, so card to Bang, a yellow card. Trainer going out to check Sterling out. Ticked over 75 minutes. So 15 minutes of regulation time left here at Birch Avenue. Maybe a few minutes added on, I'm sure. We've had a couple of stoppages this half. Angus still down getting a bit of treatment. Some players taking the advantage to come in and have a chat, and United will do the same thing. I'd suspect players running over the sidelines there now. United certainly holding the advantage here at the moment, 3-1. It'll take a minute to run through the scorers with you. So on the score sheet for United, we've got Will Spicer, Wan Heong Bang and Getty Cruiser. And Toby Anderson, the man on the sheet for the visitors. Nicely taken penalty in the 15th minute, opening all the scoring here today. So we're inside the final 15 minutes. As I said, there will be a bit of time added on, there's no doubt about that. This is where Ulverstone don't only have to overcome a very determined 11 Launceston United players, but they've also got the clock working against them as well. Massive time at the moment for football fans, as we've said. The World Cup's on. Paraguay and Turkey were doing battle this afternoon. Turkey A, I should say. Australia and Paraguay next Friday at midday. So that will probably decide which side goes through in second spot. Socceroos a bit of work to do there enjoying this game here too at Birch Avenue. The desperation of both sides is outstanding. No doubt about that. Plenty to play for both of them. The 3 points like gold. And at the moment, it's the team in the royal blue doing the business. As I said, it's a pleasure to call two sides who give their all. Certainly nothing between them on the table heading into today. Same amount of points and a whisker of goal difference. But at the moment it's been United who've been the dominant side today. Certainly making the most of the opportunities that they have created. They're creating another one here now. Sands down that far touchline. Pushed in touch, pushed in the back, however you like it there. Sean Pepin had the hands on the numbers. Getty Cruiser again sending it on the way. This would be an unassailable lead if they knock this in. Belted out by Klug. Belted long by Anderson. Dixon goes in. Might find himself on the wrong side of the referee's temperament here. He's having a word with him. Bayard certainly wasn't happy with that challenge. Free kick there on the far side in front of their supporters in the sunshine. Late afternoon sunshine. We've got a substitute ready to come on here for the team in blue. Number 16. Who's not on my sheet. Wan Hyong Bang making way. Goal scorer had a great game. So if we can find out who that is. As I said, he's not on my sheet. Always a commentator's nightmare when you see numbers appearing and they're not on your sheet. So hopefully he doesn't run amok and score 5 goals in 5 minutes. Otherwise I'll have to quickly find out who he is. Cruiser traps it, lays it off. It's Abu Zaid. Bouncing ball dangerous. Collision, play on. Keeper upended. Danger diffused. Jesse Watson, the substitute, just joining us, playing in a different number today. Ticked over 80 minutes. Time running out for the visitors. Desperately searching for something. Anderson. Scott Smith. Chopped off by Abu Zaid. Nice run. Good pace. Just doesn't quite get enough on it. He was looking for Cruiser. Anderson keeps it in. All right, ball across the sideline, so it's going to be a United ball. Most important 10 minutes of the season to come. Bit of time added on as well. A few minutes added on, I reckon. You'd see the look on Sands' face there. He felt that he was infringed against from the big defender. Referee saying play on. Cox Haynes gives it off. Voss looking for options, sits it up. It's a nice little ball, just needs it to bounce, doesn't quite sit for him. Smith chops it off. A bit of friendly fire there. Smith's cleaned Anderson up. They're both down. I want to get up because they're 2 down at the moment, the visitors. And United is streaming forward. I'm not sure what happened there. Anderson and Smith out here. Bit of a collision. Ulverstone player down on the far side of the field there as well. Josh O'Connor. I think he's okay. Some tired legs out there now, but players certainly leaving nothing on the table, as they can't afford to. 10 minutes to go or so. Under 10 minutes of regulation, but some time added on. There'll be a bit of that, I'd suggest. 7 or 8 minutes maybe. But a couple of stoppages. Abouzid blasted back at Voss. Cruiser trying to make space, comes back inside. Dickinson lays it off to Hyun. He's got some pace, this boy, the number 10. Nice work, sends it in. Board, dangerous spot. Just wide of Cruiser. That had been a bit closer to him. That would have been in the back of the net. Cruiser from range, deflection. Dickinson couldn't quite get there. Smith only back as far as Milic. He gives it off. Spicer changes the angle. Nicely done. Sideline wins out there. That must have just touched the chalk. Look at the reaction of the players. Late afternoon sunshine over there. You can see the mainly blue wearing crowd enjoying it. They've been enjoying this scoreline. A couple of red jumpers from Ulverstone dotted in there. Wouldn't be enjoying it as much, I'd suggest. Been an entertaining game, though, particularly in the first half. Don't ever like to be critical, but the second half perhaps a little less exciting. Certainly in terms of goals scored, that looked like a handball, inadvertent. Ball just blasted into the hand, lower arm of the player there. 3 goals in the first half. Just the one in this half. Opportunity here for Ulverstone. As I said, they need a goal. Approaching the 85th minute. Voss is going to be the man to take this into his hands. Sends it in. Dangerous spot. Deflection. That's going to be in the back of the net. 3-2. Game on. We might be in for the barnstorming finish we hope for. That looked like that was nodded in by Thomas. 3-2. And we've played about 87 minutes. There will be a few minutes added on, no doubt about that. Strap in, as this is going to be a good finish. Desperation, the key. Foot race, Spicer and Anderson, dangerous position. Blasted out of there by Cook. That'll be an Ulverstone throw. Voss moves it on quickly. Looking for Anderson. Dickinson chops it off. Back to Voss. Hyun. He'll change the angle and sends it wide. That'll be chopped out by Anderson. Gives it there to O'Connor. Foot race on. Thomas. Ulverstone ball. This is the finish we wanted. Approaching full-time regulation. Throw comes in. Nodded on. Keeper's ball. Danger diffused for the moment. At the 88th minute. Just blasted out of there. Nodded on. Hyun got the pace to get round Voss, I'd suspect. Drops the hammer. Smith gets involved, which he needed to do. He's done that a couple of times today, Smith. He certainly saved their bacon a couple of times. Dixon turns it over. Abu Zaid. Deflection. Opportunity here, or wrong-footed, was Anderson. Pepin, dispossessed, wins it back, nicely done. Spreads the ball. O'Connor. Opportunity here. Ooh, just needed someone on the end of that. Smith lays it off. Voss is going to send it in from range. Will it bounce? Nodded out. That will be a corner. Sense of urgency from both teams ramping up as we hit the regulation 90 minutes. As I said, I suspect there might be 6 or 7 minutes of time added on. Might be on the mark there. Always hard to tell. Dangerous ball. Back post. Opportunity. Oh, save. Great save. Will that be the save that saves the day? Beautifully struck there from Cox Haynes. The keeper up to it. Nodded on by Cox Haynes. Deflection. Hyun misses it. Smith wins possession. Turns around. Voss. He sits it up in a dangerous spot. Keeper comes out. They need to clear this out. Whoa! Cox Haynes couldn't get a boot on. Oh! Shot on goal. Over the top. Dixon couldn't keep it down. What a finish. Some tired legs out there. That's Milic down at the moment. Hope he's okay. Copped a bit of a knock in that collision, Zach Milic. Some tired legs, I'd suspect. Ref looks at his watch. Assessing the situation. There's lots of talk out there on the pitch. 8 minutes, they reckon. We'll see. They're up and about Ulverstone. They're up and about United. Plenty of positive talk. Cruiser sends Hyun on his way. Doesn't quite bounce for him. Smith, again, timely interception. Voss lays it off. Anderson goes inboard. Lays it off. Oh, Spicer, timely boot. Cruiser. Hyun. Someone's got to go with him. Pepin. Great tackle. Wins possession. Back through the middle. Voss changes the angle. Scott Hicks. Fresh legs out wide. Comes back inboard to Klug. Klug sits it up. The skipper. Anderson misses him. Chopped off at the back. Smith again. What a great pickup. Cox Haynes. Tomo was the call. Thomas. I'm getting caught up in it here. And why wouldn't you be? Great finish. Real level of tension. Ulverstone searching for that equaliser. United desperate to hang on. Nodded out there. Deflection, that'll be a goalkeeper's ball. That's beautifully done. Beautifully done there from Pierre Abu Zaid. Bit of a conference over here. I actually thought that was out off... I think Ulverstone were happy with the decision, but that was always going to be the case. Abuzid was very, very clever in his work there. He blasted that into the leg of the defender, and it rebounded out for a goal kick. Smith wins that one. Klug up. Smith, they're going for everything at the moment, as they should be. Anderson can't quite control it. Oh, did everything right. Just couldn't quite steer that where he wanted it. Toby Anderson. Beautifully trapped and just sent it wide of the goals. That could have been the equaliser. Crowd involved. Obviously players involved. Everyone's involved. It's terrific. What a finish. United desperately trying to hang on to this lead. They've got Cruiser down that far side. This could be it. If he manages to do something, he's found Huon. Oh! Match saving! Match saving tackle there from Voss. Huon had a shot on target. Voss pissed his pocket. Spicer at the back. Good composure. Ulverstone searching. Spicer again. Smith nods it inboard. Cox Haynes. Referee's found a free kick. Keepers up. They're searching for the equaliser. This is what it's all about. Voss sits it up. Dangerous. Off heads. Bouncing around. Anderson needs someone on the end of it. Thomas keeps it in. Does he? No. By my watch, that's about 5 minutes of time added on we've played. I thought maybe 7. So you get the feeling that this will be the last hurrah. That's a missed kick from the keeper. Cox Haynes picks it off. Looks for someone inside. Klug gives it off. Intercepted. United desperate here. Long ball. They need to win this back. Pepin. Deflection. Pepin will go inboard to Voss. Goes out wide there. That's Hicks. Hicks comes back to Pepin. They need to move this on. They're going to run out of time. Timely boot there. Abuzid. Beautifully done. 2 good bits of play from him in the last few minutes. Voss goes inboard to the keeper. Keeper sends it long. Angus. Nodded on by Dixon. Abuzid over Klug's head. Dickinson shoved. Referee says no. That'll be an Ulverstone ball. Smith. Klug swing and a miss. Thomas keeps his feet. Thomas still going. Belted out of there by United. Smith. They're running out of time. Ref looks at his watch. Can't be long to go. They sit it up. Off Klug's arm. Play on's a call. Whoa. Just couldn't. And that's it. What a finish. What a finish. And you can see the effect this has had on the players. They've given everything. Absolutely everything. What a game. Great play, both teams. Just what you'd want to see from an NPL match. Both sides giving their all. Launceston United 3, Ulverstone 2. We'll quickly go through the scorers for United. Spicer, Wanyung Bang and Cruiser. And for Ulverstone, Thomas and Anderson. Well, what a game. We've got some interviews with the coaches coming to you in just a moment, but it's an absolute privilege to be here and call a game where both sides give absolutely everything, and you can see what it means to both of them. The importance of the win for the home side and the disappointment that Ulverstone are experiencing, but make no mistake, a heck of a game. So just signing off before we go to the interviews here at Kemlick Park. Rob Soward on the commentary. Georgia on the images behind the camera. Great job there, Georgia. Some great images today. But Launceston United have prevailed 3-2. We'll have the coaches joining us shortly. Rob Soward signing off. Thank you.